Here are 24 ways to actually glow up for 2024, part 1. Step 1. Simplify your skincare routine. Nowadays on social media, a bunch of people are telling you to buy 10 different products for your skin, but I feel like that doesn't really let your skin breathe. I actually find that my skin looks the best when I have minimal skincare products. My routine right now is just a cleanser, toner, and moisturizer with some sunscreen during the day. No serums, no acids, just the basics. Step 2. Sleep. Right now it's winter break for most of you, so it's the perfect time to correct your sleep schedule. I didn't understand how important sleep was until recently. I realized that a lot of my anxious thoughts start late at night when I'm just so bored and ruminating over different things in my head instead of just going to sleep. Step 3. Figure out your capsule wardrobe. This is a time people usually do closet cleanouts and want to completely revamp their wardrobe, but this year try to just figure out what are the 10 pieces that you have that go with everything. I can do a whole video on this, but find the 10 pieces that are high quality, versatile, and comfortable that can be worn day to night. Step 4. Use lash serum and oil. I've already raved about how much I love eyelash serum. I think it seriously transforms your face and looks 1,000 times better than extensions. When you do use the lash serum, a lot of times there's side effects. Sometimes it literally makes my under eyes brown and red. I really like the Rapid Lash Serum right now, but sometimes I feel like my eyelashes are too dry, so I like to combine it with castor oil. Step 5. Don't go on your phone after you wake up. I used to spend an extra 2 hours in bed in the morning because I was just scrolling on TikTok, but if you limit your social media usage just a little bit, you'll see how drastically it improves your productivity and general mood. Step 6. Consistency. Literally nothing else in this video will matter if you aren't consistent with your habits. Don't let 2024 be another year where you look at your goals and realize you didn't stick to any of them. Go to part 2 for the next steps. Here are 24 ways to actually glow up for 2024, part 2. Step 7. Body language. 55% of communication is done through body language. How you present yourself in this world is done so much through the way you move or place your body. Here are a few things I like to remember. 1. Try to move slower. If you talk really fast or rush through your movements, it makes you seem really nervous and unconfident. 2. Open up your body. I used to always cross my arms in public because that was just what was comfortable for me, but it makes you seem really closed off and people are less likely to approach you. And lastly, don't fidget. Don't touch your hair or tap on the table. A teacher once told me that if you have to fidget, move your big toe. No one will be able to see it and it solves that itch. Step 8. Replace snacks with fruit. I am obsessed with fruit, so I've just grown up doing this, but when I used to snack a lot in high school, it was the main thing that caused my bloating. I do love some golden Oreos, but I try my best to eat an apple or orange instead. Step 9. Journal and reflect. This is my favorite part of the New Year's. I look at everything that happened in the past year and write down what I learned from it. And then I think of a word or phrase I want to define the new year. In 2022, my phrase was stay out of my comfort zone. And in 2023, it was grow to new heights. Step 10. Be that person that includes others. As an extremely shy kid growing up, it felt so good when someone went out of their way to include me or talk to me. I think being able to bring people into the group not only is just a good human thing to do, but also just shows your confidence and kindness.
You need to start making silly New Year's resolutions. I'm so serious, I started doing it 3 years ago and it changed my life. Make your serious ones, make your actual goals, but you need a silly resolution. Something that doesn't really mean anything. Something that doesn't affect your life in the grand scheme of things, but will overall make your experience on this earth better. Some years mine are super superficial. 1 year mine was to always have nice nails, and I've kept it up ever since, and though it doesn't really matter, it does to me, and it makes me feel better. A couple of years ago, I decided I was always going to style myself like I'm the main character in a movie. It doesn't mean crazy outfits, it just means when I get ready in the morning, when I go everywhere, I think if I were a main character in a movie going to work, is this what I would wear and is this how I would style my hair? Do you know what? It made me dress better for the entire year. This year, my silly resolution is to get more creative with my condiments. I'm obsessed with condiment Claire, as everyone else is. I'm already quite creative, but I want to push the boat. I want to go weird. I want to go wacky. Always have a silly resolution. I'm telling you, it changes your life.
If you want to feel good about yourself and you want to have a glow up, this is exactly what you're going to do. Now take this from someone who used to absolutely despise himself. But I can't believe I'm showing this on the internet, but this is what I used to look like. Obviously I look quite different, but even me just as a person, I was so insecure and I would literally let anyone walk all over me. So this is what I did to have a physical and mental glow up. Firstly, this is probably the hardest one, but you need to feel and actually believe that you are the hottest bitch on earth. Genuinely believe that's where the glow up comes from, is inside. Now, if you struggle with confidence like I used to, you're probably going to be like, Emma, you're absolutely insane. How am I just going to randomly be confident? And what really helped me was journaling. Every single day, write down 3 things that you're grateful for and also write down 3 affirmations. Also making sure you are getting enough sleep. It's called beauty sleep for a reason. Another thing, this is more physical, but figure out your kind of hairstyle and your hair color. Obviously, this was me when I was younger. I never dyed my hair. It was very brownie color. Didn't really suit me, and the biggest change or the biggest difference I saw was when I dyed my hair. Obviously everybody says this, but it's because it really makes a big difference. But make sure you are working out. This will make you feel so much more confident. Obviously don't overdo it, and make sure you actually enjoy what you're doing. There's so many different forms of exercise that you can do. This is so important and really hard to learn, but less is always more, especially with makeup. Instead of focusing about what you hate about yourself and trying to cover up putting a shit ton of makeup on, instead what you're going to want to do is focus on what you love about yourself and just enhance that through makeup. I'm not even saying this to sound like a step up, but truly confidence is the key to glowing up. Doesn't matter what you look like, as long as you have confidence, you can glow up. So really just work on your confidence, do small things every day to improve it, and then hopefully you can glow up. I love you guys all so much, and hopefully that helped.
You want to glow up. You want to have a glow up. Trust me, I'm the girl that you want to talk to. I've had the biggest glow up in the last 6 months, and I'm not here to boast, but also I don't even know her. Okay, she is dead to me. I don't want to know her. I don't talk about her anymore. No, I've definitely just toned up a lot. I feel like my skin is glowier, my hair is more healthy. And then like mentally, I'm happier, I'm more in control, I'm more confident, I know what I want. I'm just a well-rounded version of myself. I'm still growing, I'm still always evolving and becoming better, but I'm here to tell you what works, okay, and what I've done. Okay, we're gonna start really simple. Water, drinking lots of water. And I know that sounds really silly, but a lot of us forget to, especially in the colder months. So I just make sure to carry my water bottle around with me. I know we all do it. This is roughly 1 liter, so I try to drink 3 a day. Everything's better with my water, my skin, my energy, a lot of things. So we'll start simple, lots and lots of water. Number 2 is journaling. Now, for someone who doesn't journal, trust me, I understand it's really hard. But guys, especially if you're struggling mentally, getting that shit down on paper, okay? Get it out of your head, because what I can almost like 100% guarantee, it's never as bad once we put it down on paper. Especially anxiety, it tends to build up, and we tend to make up scenarios that aren't even real. Journaling, writing it down, like even just writing every single morning, what I've been doing is 5 gratitudes, 5 affirmations. And if I feel I've got something heavy, I just try and journal about it and come up with some kind of a solution, or just write it down and be like, okay, actually, you know what? I'm way more in control of the situation than I thought I was. So 5 affirmations, 5 gratitudes every single morning. But also if you feel like you've got something going on, please guys, I know it's such a, it's hard task sometimes, but try and journal about it. The third thing is 10,000 steps a day. I can very easily do this because I live by the beach and I'm the sunny Gold Coast. I understand it's not possible for everyone, but if you can get outside and get some steps in, trust me, you guys, there's times where I'm sitting in my house and I feel like shit, right? As soon as I get out and I have the fresh air and I'm strutting down the boardwalk, I'm a different person. And 10,000 steps, you guys, are just so, so great. First of all, for digestion, my bloating is so much better, but also it's just so good for you. So good for your body to make sure you're still walking. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things that keep us the youngest, if we could just keep on moving. So I try to do that. I do 10,000 minimum a day, and I break that up. So if I haven't done my 10,000, I'll just do another walk in the afternoon. It's so good for you. The fourth thing is happy podcasts. I've tried to do the personal development podcasts. They're just not for me. So podcasts that make me laugh, and I put them on, and if I'm in a bad mood, I'm laughing, I'm having a laugh, and that just, serotonin is boosted, okay? So Happy Hour with Lucy and Nikki, one of the greats. Those are my 2, Inspired Unemployed, The Girls Bathroom, Sophia and Cinzia. They have me cackling, okay? And instantly, mood is boosted. Mood is through the roof when I'm listening to one of those. Thing, is good, happy songs. These are all just such silly things, but you guys, like, honestly, when I'm sitting in my house and I just feel like I'm in a bad mood, Shania Twain is on. I put it on even if I don't want to. Make yourself a happy playlist, you guys. Instantly, you're just like main character mode, which I'm going to go into in a second, like main character, boosting your serotonin, dance around your room, and you're making way better decisions about your life when you're in a better mood, okay? The 6th is exercising daily. So even if it's just you're walking, but find the thing that works for you, because so many of us, like, I've tried to do the weights thing, you know, I've tried to do the cardio thing, it's just not for me. Pilates is my thing, and I do that 5 times a week. It works for me, right? So, but if your thing is swimming, running, find your thing. But honestly, guys, exercising. And for me personally, Pilates has transformed my rig, okay? Like, it is toned still getting there, but it's way more toned. I'm way more consistent. I'm happier. I'm getting those endorphins from exercising. It works for me. So exercising, find your groove, find your thing. This is a really good one, is balance. Balance. I cannot say that enough. I have done the toxic diets. I have done the cutting out, and it just isn't for me. Like, I have to have balance. And once I realize that balance can be, once you have the mindset of balance, you don't constantly crave the shitty things, right? So if I'm like, well, if I wanted to have a glass of wine tonight, I could, but I don't want to, you know what I mean? But if I'm like, oh, I can't have like chocolate tonight, then you instantly want chocolate. So guys, my life is just we're glowing up, right? Like, glowing up can look so different for everyone, and you just want to be the happiest, healthiest version of you that's sustainable. So for me, when I was like, okay, what does that look like? It looks like that I'm treating my body right, but I'm also enjoying my life. Like, I'm a happy, healthy version of me. And that looks like going out on the weekends and having wine and eating the pizza and eating the McDonald's takeaway at the end of the night because I came home and I wanted that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just about balance, you guys. Going out for dinner with the friends and not feeling like you're sitting there having the side salad because you've told yourself you can't. Like, finding balance is so, so key. And I live by 80-20. So 80-20 rule. Like, 80% healthy because I actually want to when I crave those foods, and 20% living life, having the tequila shots, having the wine if that's what you want, having the pizza, having the McDonald's, having the chocolate if you want. Main character energy. Actually pretending you are in a movie, you guys. When I walk down that boardwalk, I kid you not, I've got my Shania Twain. It's gonna get real good. That, if I'm done for copyright, I'm sorry. But if I'm walking down that boardwalk, I think I'm in a music video. My ponytail's going like this. It's going like that. Like, I'm texting. What are we doing this weekend, girls? I've just become the main character of my life. I don't let anyone come into my bubble. Like, I'm just like, you know what? I am the prize. Like, you've got to have that mindset. I am the prize. This is my world and everyone is living in it. Like, you've just got to have that mindset, because like, you've got to put yourself first. You are number one. And when you're like in that thing, you're actually just going to start spreading positivity as well. Like, you're going to be the best, happiest version of you. You're going to start putting that on your friends. Start making decisions for you guys. I have done, like, you got to be a bit selfish. I've done the selfless thing for so long. And of course you got to care for others, but like, guys, you've just got to put yourself first. You really, like, you are number one in your life. Do things that are going to make you happiest. Like, make decisions that are going to benefit you and make you happy and fulfill you. And it might not always look the same as your friend. It might not always be aligned completely with your friends. But if you feel like it's the best thing for you, like, do it. And I know sometimes it can be hard, especially for those people pleasers like myself. But it's time that we start putting ourselves first, you guys, because we are number one. Guys, this isn't another thing, is this glow drink. I've got it here, actually. I thought I'd just whip up one. Okay. This glow drink, you guys, is what has transformed my bloating and my skin. Because I didn't know about gut health before. Gut health has also changed my life. I feel like I've got way more energy. My skin's better. My energy's level. My digestion's better. So I'll put the ingredients here for the glow drink. It's literally 4 ingredients. Guys, it's transformed my bloating and my skin. So this is something that I have every single morning. I'm just going to add that in there, a little glow drink promo, because I love this thing, and that's definitely contributed to my physical glow up. Last thing, you guys, is recognizing what is good for you and what isn't. As women in particular, we have intuition. We know when something is good for us and when it's not. And how do you feel when you've been around someone or a group of people? How does that make you feel? Do you feel icky? Do you feel yucky? Do you feel used? Do you feel out of line? How do you feel? Or like, and then again, the alternative, like, how do you feel when you leave that person? Are you happy? Do you feel like a good version of yourself? Do you feel positive? Are you radiating? Do you leave that conversation and go, oh my gosh, I feel like that was so great. I feel, you know, like a better version of me from that conversation. Recognize what is good for you and what is not, and cut it out. I feel like this is a very long video. It's gonna have to be 3 parts. But yeah, I want you guys to be happy. We all deserve to be happy. And yeah, I love you guys.
Welcome to your 2-week glow up plan. I use this when I'm prepping for an event or a last minute trip or a vacation. Either way, I'm gonna get you right in 14 days. And if you like content like this, don't forget to follow for more glow up tips. The first thing you're gonna do is start drinking spearmint tea. This is really going to help with breakouts to prevent anything happening last minute. You're also gonna start drinking a gallon of water a day. I fill up about 2 of my Stanley cups a day. Start taking something for your bloating, whether it's a pre or probiotic or even L-glutamine. If you really want to take it there, the first couple days of your glow up, you can do a juice cleanse. I don't really do those, but I do make my own juice shots. I have a glow up elixir in my profile. Commit yourself to doing 2 weeks of a gratitude journal. I really like the 5-minute journal on Amazon. Make sure you have all your appointments, your wax appointment, your hair appointment, your nail appointment. And if you do it all on your own, make sure you have the supplies to do so. Commit yourself to one of those 2-week fitness challenges that you see on YouTube. I love it, like the 2-week abs or the 2-week legs, the 2-week cardio, things like that. You can also sign up for workout classes to really jumpstart you. I'll have a link for ClassPass in my bio. If you don't know what that is, I can make a video on it. Try to reduce, you don't need to eliminate alcohol, gluten, dairy, sugars. Only for 2 weeks. When you book your hair appointment or if you're doing your hair at home, make sure it includes a hydration treatment or a deep conditioning treatment. This is not the time to use very acidic products on your faces, so really focus on hydration these next 2 weeks for your skin. Schedule or book a facial. You can also do this through ClassPass, or if you're on a budget, you can go to one of those beauty schools, or you can even just do your facial at home. Those were mainly physical, and you don't have to do all of that. Take what you need and leave what you don't. If you're interested in a 2-week internal glow up, I'll do another video on that. I hope that helps.
How to glow up in the cheapest way possible. Okay, so this is what I used to look like. I look a lot different now. When COVID hit, that's when I really started to like focus on my appearance and like start to like try to better myself. And I think I'm going to make a few parts to this, but here are some things that I noticed worked really well. White teeth is an instant glow up. I used to have really yellow teeth, and that used to be my biggest insecurity. And that's like the first thing people notice. So these are the whitening strips I use. They work really well. So go get some of those. Next is do not breathe through your mouth ever. Like, obviously you can when you're talking, but this is a picture of a mouth breather, and this is a picture of a nose breather. It's the same guy, but this is him after he started breathing through his nose. Another important thing with this is having correct tongue posture. So when you have your mouth closed, don't put your tongue where your teeth are. Put it in the little, like, hole socket thing. I don't know how to describe it, but the diagram shows you right above your tongue. This literally changes your entire face shape and like makes your jawline more prominent. Here's another picture just to show you like how different it makes every part of your face when you breathe through your nose versus your mouth. My next tip is find out what hair color suits you best. This is me when I was a brunette. This is a horrific picture of me when I dyed my hair like black. Here's my hair now. Obviously you can see it now too, but I just think that blonde suits me so much more. Everyone has different preferences, so you just have to find like the color that you feel the most confident in. For me, it was blonde.
This is how you're going to be 10 times hotter in 2024 without makeup. If you do this every single day, you're going to be hotter than ever. Being hot is a mentality more than anything. So you want to make sure to do these every day to kind of mentally bring you from here to here. First step, obviously you want to shower, clean yourself, wash your face, brush your teeth, do your skincare. After you moisturize, you want to make sure that your brows are brushed properly, because by the end of the day, I kind of end up looking like this and it just looks messy. I immediately look like I'm not put together. So the first step is to brush your eyebrows. If your eyebrows are stubborn like mine, just grab a gel and just tame them down. Look at that. That difference The brows already brought you from here to here. The next step is a tinted sunscreen or a tinted moisturizer or tinted anything. This is my little trick that I do. So I grab my regular sunscreen, which is Beauty of Joseon. I do the 2-finger rule and I just put it all over my face, and then I go over it with the Supergoop Glow sunscreen. You don't need a lot for the tint to show. Because it's tinted, I don't want to put way too much on my face. I heard that tinted sunscreen is better because it protects you better from the sun, and on top of that, it evens out your skin tone without having to do any foundation, concealer. You can also use tinted moisturizers or even the e.l.f. Halo Glow, something sheer, something light that will kind of even out your complexion. Step number 3 is to always have a lip balm or a lip mask on. If you don't have a lip mask or a lip balm, definitely invest in one, because constantly having moisturized and soft lips is going to bring your appearance through the roof. Your hair is also really important to looking good and looking fresh. A lot of brown girls like me tend to have frizzy hair, and I don't know if it's because of our hair type or because we don't know how to take care of our curl pattern or wave pattern. I've been insecure all my life about frizzy hair, and that's why I put a lot of heat in my hair. But ever since discovering BioSilk, y'all, BioSilk is one of the best things that I ever invested in. So I take just literally the tiniest amount. Going through your hair will make your hair so much smoother. Like, hold on, let me show you guys. Do you see the difference? Like, it's a very slight difference, but this side is just way more frizzy than this side. My favorite step is to have your hair kind of out the way. I just kind of like to put my hair back. I do slick back ponytails for days that my hair is oily and it's like before hair wash day. The absolute last step is to throw on some hoops or some earrings. It just elevates your look and makes you look so much more put together, and like you put effort into your look. Start implementing all of these little steps into your morning routine. All of these steps takes me about 5 to 10 minutes max. Having these little steps to kind of elevate your look from 1 to 10 will definitely make you way hotter. I'll see you guys later, besties. Bye.
3 things I've learned from my mom, who's the biggest babe ever. Insert photo here. Number 1 is always get ready in the morning. For as long as I can remember, my mum will always come downstairs with makeup on, her hair done, and a cute outfit. Like, she literally doesn't leave the house until she's ready for the day. Growing up, I was always like, Mum, why do you always put on makeup or whatever, even if you're not leaving the house? No one's seeing you, why bother? And she would say, it's not about that. She was like, when I walk past the mirror, I look good. I feel good about myself. And that has a huge ripple effect into your entire day. There's something about putting effort into your appearance and to how you feel about yourself just for you, despite if anyone's going to see you or not, that makes a huge difference to just how your day goes. Wear the cute perfume, put on the cute undies, even if no one's seeing them. When you put effort into yourself for you, you walk around with an air of confidence and you're just in a more positive mind frame. So that's tip number 1. The second thing my mum always taught me was try and crack people. People often walk around in this character, like you're walking down the street, you see someone with this like grumpy face or in a bad mood, or you're dealing with like a shop assistant who's kind of rude. And my mum always says to me, try and crack people. Give them a compliment, give them a smile, crack a joke, like try and break them out of this negative character that they're in. We never know what someone's going through. Someone could be having the worst morning ever. Sometimes all it takes is for someone to be really nice to you, to break you out of this negative mindset. One compliment can change someone's entire day. And I think this is why like so many people love my mom, is because she's just the most loving person ever, and the energy she gives out is what she receives back. And the third thing I've learned from my mom is always be positive. My mum literally is the most optimistic, positive, doesn't ever complain type of person ever. Like, no matter what is going on in life, no matter what shit's been thrown at her, she never complains about it. She'll always find a way to make it into a positive situation. And that is how she has such sunshine energy. Like, she's literally sunshine in human form.
This is quite possibly the only glow up video you'll ever have to watch. My name is Daz. I create a lot of content on how to become your best self, how to glow up. So if that sounds like your thing, go ahead and hit the follow button. Your gut health, personalization, and cycle syncing. When you focus on your gut health, your skin will clear up, you will have more energy, your mood will be better, you'll fix that painful bloating, that constipation. You're just gonna feel better overall. Your glow up really starts with your gut health. When you cycle sync, you really start to get in tune with your body. You start to embrace your femininity. You start to embrace constant flow. You start to journal more. You start to see changes in your body, in your mood. There's just so many benefits. If you don't know what cycle syncing is, it's basically adjusting and living your life according to the 4 seasons or cycles in your body. Your luteal phase, your follicular phase, your menstruation phase, and your ovulation phase. You can work on your nutrition, your fitness, fitness, your productivity. As you start following cycle syncing, you will also glow up. When you focus on personalization, you find that signature look, that signature hairstyle, that signature fragrance, that signature nail. You start to do color analysis, which colors work best on you. You start to do little tweaks physically. You start to know what works for you from the inside out. Look how pretty that is. In the new year, if you focus on your gut health, cycle syncing, and personalization, you will be unrecognizable.
New year, new me, but nothing's changed. We ain't doing that in 2024. Let me tell you what you can do so that when that clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve, you actually feel refreshed, brand new, and like it's a new year. You're gonna declutter your room. People say, yeah, that you need to cut off the dead weight in terms of friendships and this, that, and the other. But sometimes the dead weight is in your very own bedroom. Clean your room, sis. Declutter, switch it up. I think you should just give your room a new feeling. Even if you can decorate it, even if you can add some kind of shimmy, you know, whatever you want to add to your room, but just make it new. The next thing you can do is plan out every single day of January. Every single thing you do in January needs to work towards your goals, okay? There's no point writing New Year's resolutions and you haven't even planned out in your diary. For example, one of your New Year's resolutions might have been you don't want to be a people pleaser. So what does a day in the life look like of someone who is trying not to be a people pleaser? You really got to plan out these New Year's resolutions. Like, you can't just say you want this and then the year comes and then you don't do any kind of action towards it. And this is why people tend to go downhill after like January and February, because they have this vision but they have no plan. Write the plan. And finally, pick a mood for 2024, okay? I've been hearing a lot about moods, like mood for 2024. My mood for 2024 is to stand on business, period, regardless of whatever, is to stand on business. And the final thing I want to say is, look, you made it. Like, everything you went through this year, you actually made it to the end. So even if you didn't achieve as much as you wanted to this year, I just want to tell you, well done. You made it. You're a bad bee.
Let's talk about how you are going to drastically glow up in 2024. If you're new here, hi, I'm Izzy and I share my glow up tips. For the past year or 2 years, I've had the biggest change, glow up in my mindset, my physical body, my internal, like just every single thing in my life. The first thing you've got to do is really believe that you can do it. This is not going to work if you're looking in the mirror and you're saying to yourself like, I'm so ugly, I'm so this, I'm a failure, I'm this, I'm that. Like, if you're speaking unkindly to yourself, this is not going to work. So just scroll past this video. But if you are willing to make that change and you're ready to like support yourself and have that respect and care for yourself, keep watching. Now, a glow up really isn't all about looks, but in this video, we are going to be focusing mainly on like the physical glow up. Because if you're in a place where you feel like you look your best, oftentimes like that can translate in like just feeling your best, like your confidence, your glow. The first thing I'm going to do is start now. This is not like a New Year's resolution or I'll start Monday, whatever, though it is Monday tomorrow and it is nearly the New Year, so it could be a good time, but this needs to start now. You've got to think, what am I putting into my body? And this includes like what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're consuming. Are you getting the right nutrients for you? Are you eating the right foods that are going to benefit your body? What's going to make this 1,000 times easier is that you sit down on a Sunday and make it a practice to like plan your meals out for the week. This isn't always going to be possible. Like, obviously you might have like nights where you go out, whatever, like, but follow the 80-20 rule. Like, yeah, okay, you can treat yourself in those scenarios, so to speak, but like, if you can just like make sure that you know, like, okay, I'm having this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I know it sounds like boring and I know it sounds a lot, but if you can commit to doing that, you will see the biggest change. When I started cooking for myself and really like eating in and thinking about what's going into my body, the weight kind of just dropped off me. And I just saw such difference in like the glow of my skin, how I was feeling, how I was carrying myself, because I knew that I was getting the right nutrition that my body needed. This is just going to set you up for success. The next thing is to find a skincare regimen and stick to it. You do not need a 12-step skincare routine. In fact, I strongly advise against it. But at the very least, have a cleanser, a moisturizer, and an SPF. I'm going to make a video on like all of these different things at different price points. Obviously, like people are working with different budgets, but at the very basics, have those. The next thing is going to be work out. Find a workout that you love. This could be Pilates, yoga, running, dancing, swimming. For me, I do weight training and reformer Pilates, and that's what works best for me. Reformer Pilates is obviously a bit pricier. You can also do like mat Pilates, find YouTube workouts, whatever's going to work for you. But by splitting it out with 2 different workouts, it means I'm never like fatigued by one over the other, and I keep it interesting and it keeps me motivated. This goes back to that point that it's about setting yourself up for success and not getting fatigued and bored and just finding it too much.
And by the way, if you do weight training, you are not going to get bulky. Like the amount of progressive overload, protein intake, like upping your calories that it would take to get bulky, like I don't think it puts so many people off working out. It's not going to happen. Trust me, it would be very difficult for it to happen without you trying. And this is really like just that movement of your body, and like especially for me, weight training, Pilates just gave me this newfound confidence, this newfound strength, this newfound glow. Like the way that I have confidence now to walk into like any fitness space and just know that I know what I'm doing. Like I worked on my form for so long over like upping my weight and doing this. Like I did the lower weights, but I just wanted to get my form perfect so that I knew the workout I was doing was having the most benefit for my body. And trust me, it has. The next thing is one I haven't really spoken about before, but it's really learning about how to dress for your body. There's a few things that I like owned that really just didn't suit me. Like they didn't sit right on my body type. And once I learned what really suit me, what suit my height, my frame, everything like that, what was going to flatter me the most and make me feel the most confident, again, I just held myself differently. Like it was a newfound different kind of confidence because everything I was wearing sat like really beautifully on me. I felt really good in it. I wasn't kind of like adjusting it, and I just felt so good. I would find like celebrities or like influencers with like similar body types to me and like use them almost as like a vision board of like, okay, that'll suit me, like that color tone, that color palette, because it's also about like your skin tone and everything like that. The same goes for learning to do your makeup and your hair, like according to like your face and everything. I personally really don't suit heavy makeup, and I tried to like do heavy makeup for so long and it really just doesn't suit me. Like I suit a more like natural glow. Like I do my like spray tan with my little like face spray, not like a full body spray tan, though I have done that before too. Or I'll do my tanning drops, my glow drops, just because I know for me, like when I've got that like natural glow, I feel so much better. And then I'm not doing like heavy eyeshadow or anything anymore. Like I might use like a little bit of bronzer and a little bit of bright in the corners of my eye, and that is it. And that is what flatters my face the most. And then like learning what colors you look good in. So as well as your makeup, it's about like the color palette that you're putting in your body as well. So you know what flatters you, but what colors are really suiting you. And the more that you can learn that, the better you're just gonna feel. So oftentimes we wear colors or clothing, like, or wear makeup that just doesn't flatter us, so we're not gonna feel our best selves. But once we learn how to do that, like once I started shaping my eyebrows and doing my makeup better, like I just had a different kind of confidence. And I truly believe that these are like quite simple, quite doable things that you can really incorporate into your day-to-day routine to have like dramatic glow ups. They're really simple things that you can do, but to see huge change.
This is going to be a list of small changes I'm making that I think will set me up for a better new year. The first one isn't necessarily a small change, it's more of a medium change. But I'm going to be throwing out all my socks and getting brand new socks. Right now I have ankle socks, I have white socks, gray socks, black socks, mismatched socks, socks I don't even know where they came from. Scratch it all out, buy a few packs of your favorite socks, and then you're going into the new year with fresh socks every day for like the first 2 or 3 weeks. Another thing I'll be doing, which I haven't done yet, is go in my closet, try on every single thing that I own, and if I don't feel confident in it, if it doesn't fit me, or I just don't feel like it's my style anymore, throw it away. Not throw it away, but like donate it. In my closet, it's like bursting at the seams, but there's things in there that I haven't worn in like 2 years. So before the new year starts, clean out your closet thoroughly. I also just recently got this water bottle. I got it for Christmas, but I'm gonna be carrying around a big fat water bottle with me 24/7 so that I drink more water next year. There's literally some nights I'd get to the end of the day and be like, I did not have a sip of water this whole day. I'm going to designate one drawer to be my junk drawer of like things that I might need in the future. Anything else that I haven't picked up in 6 months to a year, get rid of. I'm also going to start writing everything down in my Google Calendar or any type of planner type app that you have. I have a terrible memory, and I'll admit this. I'll schedule like a Zoom meeting for next Tuesday and I will literally forget about it. Start putting everything in my planner, be more organized, write down tasks that I have to do each day, physically put a time slot for each thing just so that my mind is clearer. I'm constantly trying to memorize like 15 different things that I have to do. It's very stressful. Other thing is just go touch some grass for like 5 minutes a day. Just go outside, sit there, walk around, maybe take your shoes off, walk in the grass. Just being in nature, being outdoors, breathing in that fresh oxygen is really good for your brain and just your overall well-being. Like it's like I feel so much better after just being outside for a little bit. Next thing is a habit that I had and maintained for a few years, but I've really fallen off in 2023 with this, is journaling. My last thing is I'm going to be doing more beauty services at home, such as my nails, my lashes. I'm about to do a lash lift right now, laser hair removal, waxing, painting my toes, whatever. We're learning how to do things for ourselves next year. The occasional splurge is good though. Like I got my Christmas holiday nails on, but I'm going to be going back to press-ons soon. Yeah, let me know what you guys are doing to change in the new year, and love ya. Bye.
I can't believe that I am finally admitting this, but I am fat and I am ashamed of it. There is nothing more I want in life than to go into the new year and glow up, and I know that you are the person to help with that. So please give me all the tips you have. I don't care whether you're fat, skinny, or somewhere in between. This video is going to help you glow the fuck up. Mistake number 1 is wanting to be that girl. I get it. Everyone wants to have the big cherries, the big peach, and the small waist. But if everyone starts doing that, then you're no longer that girl, and instead you're every other girl. Glowing up is working out what works for you. There is a very easy way we can do that. Step number 1 is finding your aesthetic. This is literally why you need to double cleanse, because our skin be dirty. Go on Pinterest and make a mood board. Find out what is and isn't you. What hair, makeup, and clothes do you want to try? Play around and have fun with this shit. Try being the girly girl. Try being the skater chick. And when you find what works for you, own it. Something that helped my glow up on a more physical level was skincare. Christmas is coming up. You're probably going to be getting money, so invest in good skincare and hair care. I'm going in with the Fenty Blemish Defeater because I've got this little spot here and I'm going to London tomorrow, so I want it gone. Next, exercise. And before you click off the video, I'm talking a little hot girl walk. Put your favorite playlist or your favorite podcast on and get your ass out the house. Next step is to get a friend to glow up with you. I'm so bad at sticking to things, but when there's 2 of you, you've got no choice. You need to have a morning and night routine. The way this helped me level up. It makes me excited to get out of bed in the morning, and it makes me excited to go to sleep at night. Finally, and this one is really important, fix your damn posture, girl. Guys, look at my new Vaseline. I don't want to dig into it. Not only does slouching make you look less confident, it also makes you feel less confident. Just finishing off with this Ole Henriksen moisturizer. It literally gets rid of my pores. They're my top tips for a physical glow up, but a mental glow up is just as important. So let me know if you want a part 2. Send me your anonymous questions on my Google Forms and follow for more girl talks and glow ups.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. Good night.
And drug habits, pretty faces, love status. She acts as if she's the baddest. Man, I swear she's just like tons of girls. She expects the free drinks, and I'm successful, she thinks. Always comes around when we
I wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. Oh, every time I close my eyes, I see my name in shining lights. Yeah, a different city every night. Oh, I swear the world better prepare for when I'm a billionaire.
It's almost 2024, so here are 24 ways that you can glow up in the new year. For one, if you live in a cold or dry climate, especially in the winter time, so that literally means right now, you need to be running a humidifier in your room every single night while you sleep, because dehydration, especially on your face, can lead to a lot of premature aging. Number 2, to avoid unnecessary hair damage, keep it down as often as possible, and when you do have to tie it up, I recommend using a big silk scrunchie. Unless you're doing a slick back look, do not use a thin hair tie. They can seriously damage and break off your hair. While we're talking about hair, number 3 is to deeply exfoliate and massage your scalp at least once a week. Ensure that you're promoting blood flow, because that's going to help you really grow long, healthy hair in the long run. Invest in a high quality signature scent that's actually going to represent you and make you look and feel your best. I cannot overemphasize how much a cheap perfume or body spray is bringing down your whole look. If you want, I can make a whole perfume roundup based on different personality types and things that I personally recommend. I have so many at this point that I absolutely love. Speaking of scents, do not burn any synthetic candles in your house. They can actually disrupt your hormones and cause acne. So a better bet is to go for natural candles, but I know they're more expensive. So a cost-effective solution is to use an oil diffuser instead. instead. Then if you're not already, start exfoliating your lips. This was the biggest game changer in my personal beauty routine. When I started doing this, people seriously stopped me on the street and they were like, wow, you're glowing. It was literally my lips. It's the craziest thing. You don't have to pay more for it either. I just use a little olive oil and some brown sugar. I rub it on my lips like once or twice a week for a minute or so. I put on my lip mask, I go to bed, I wake up in the morning. I'm telling you, if you're not doing this already, you've got to start. I feel like this needs to be said. You need to be flossing your teeth at least once a day. And if you're going out for meetings after lunch, you should keep a little flossy stick in your purse or your pocket. That way you can make sure you don't have any food in your teeth as you go about your afternoon. These next few are for the acne prone girlies. Trust me, I have been there. I've had cystic acne all over my face. I went on Accutane. I know the drill. Avoid touching your face at all costs. Your hands have so much dirt and bacteria on them that can transfer right into your pores and cause so many breakouts. Do not dry your face with your regular towel. Only use a paper towel. And if you have really sensitive skin, don't use any foundations or primers that are silicone or oil based. Stick to water based. Trust me, your skin will thank you. Then get into the habit of washing your hairbrushes. Most people have to wash their hair more often than they need to because they're dragging dirt and oil into their hair through their hairbrush. So washing it will ensure that your hair is going to stay much cleaner for much longer, which means you're going to have to heat process it less. Super easy to do. Just go through it with a little dish soap and then soak it in water with apple cider vinegar for like 30 minutes. Just do that once a week and you're going to be good to go. And don't forget to practice good posture no matter where you are, walking your dog, watching TV. This is something I really need to work on myself. You guys, I'm about to run out of time. I'm going to have to see you in part 2. Love you.
Okay, we're going to talk about this comment because glow ups are not all physical, trust me. You know when you meet those girls and like they are just so sure of themselves and they walk with confidence, they walk with conviction, and you automatically just think they're the best person in the room, right? Glow ups are such an internal thing. Yes, of course, I talk a lot about external things because for me, I love a lot of the times when I'm feeling my best physically, that will reflect in like how I feel mentally, right? But it's all a mindset, you guys, and doing the personal work is so important when you are on a glow up. I've been doing personal development for about 3 years now, and I understand like there are so many times when I feel so down about myself and I feel anxious, I feel, you know, like I have a lot of lack of self-worth, a lot of things, but you guys, doing the personal work is so important, so important. One huge thing is affirmations, and what you speak, what comes out of your mouth, your brain is actually physically going to believe. So you need to start reprogramming that negative self-talk that you tell yourself, because I bet you a lot of the time when you look in the mirror, you're going to say, oh, I feel fat today, I feel ugly today, I don't like my hair today, I've got pimples today, blah, blah, blah. And as soon as those words leave your mouth or those thoughts have it like enter your head, then you are going to actually physically believe them. Hence why you probably don't feel like you're glowing up. Did you know we have over 60,000 thoughts a day? 95% of those thoughts are repetitive thoughts, and 80% of those repetitive thoughts are negative thoughts. So naturally, subconsciously, we are going to be thinking those negative thoughts if we've already had them the day before, they're going to repeat the day after. So just really making sure that you are trying to, every time you have a negative thought, try your best to switch it to a positive one. Whether if you look in the mirror, please tell yourself, even if you don't believe it at first, affirmations are so important. For example, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am confident, I am glowing, I am on the right path, I love my hair today, I love my skin today, my skin is glowing. Like whatever it is that you need to do to make yourself feel better. And it's going to feel so silly at the beginning, but trust me, after a period of time, your brain is actually going to start believing the words that come out of your mouth. Trust me, you are capable of a glow up. Like whatever that looks like to you, and usually glow ups are so internal. It's just about putting yourself first for once, because a lot of us don't. You know, a lot of us are people pleasers, we put everyone else first, but it's time to start just being a little bit selfish, putting yourself first and doing the work that you need to do, because if you're not feeling it now, it's never going to go away. Work on yourself is really hard and it can be super tough, but trust me, it is so worth it. I hope that helps.